Welcome to History Adventuring. This is episode number 328. I'm Brad Hall, and today we're eating popcorn at Minder Binders and the Bum Steer in the 1980s in Tempe and Tucson, Arizona. Back in the early 80s, while I was going to ASU, Arizona State University, one of my favorite places to go was Minder Binders, which was right there in Tempe. I'm sure that I ate a lot of popcorn there, because it was free, but I don't really recall. And I sure didn't know that Minder Binders had a similar place in Tucson, called the Bum Steer. Of course, if I'd looked at the popcorn bag, I would have known, but I'm thinking that my eyes were focused on other stuff in those days, like those amazing ASU co-eds. A friend of mine, no, I won't tell you who it is, has a lot of wonderful Minder Binders stuff, and he was kind enough to not only let me see it, but to let me show it to you here on this podcast. As you can see, Minder Binders was at 715 South Hayden in Tempe, and the Bum Steer was at 1910 Stone Avenue in Tucson. If you're a wildcat, oh, calm down there, you're among friends with me. It's true now, and it was true back then. I never had the slightest interest in a football rivalry. I did like Minder Binders, and I'm sure that I would have liked the Bum Steer. As a cartoon illustrator myself, my eye is drawn to the signature, which is Brento. My best guess, this was drawn in the 1970s and has a wonderful R. Crumb kind of feel, which was very popular in my younger days. The compliments of your chums means that the popcorn was free. I know. I guess they figured that if you ate popcorn and got thirsty, you'd order more beer. Makes sense. The character of Minder Binders shows his head twisted, which is the idea behind the name. His mind is being bent. My girlfriend at the time always called the place Minder Bogglers, which kind of means the same thing. Your brain is being twisted by it. And if you ever went there and saw the bizarre decor, you know the feeling. My mind was boggled when I was in there. And a lot of people drank a lot of alcohol there, and their brains must have been even more boggled, or bent, or in a bind. I can't speak for the Bum Steer, except to say that it displayed an attitude, and of course people were allowed to smoke in these places. I don't really recall too much of it, but smoking went along with drinking for most people. Most people there were young, so I can't imagine much cigar smoking went on, but I'm sure that it did. Well, thank you for visiting Minder Binders and the Bum Steer today. Compliments of your chums. No charge. This has been History Adventuring. I'll talk to you later.